Good evening. My name is Callie Evans, and I'm the director of the Educational Talent Search at Albany State University. So, I'm recording this video for our high school ETS parents to discuss our spring break trip, which will take place from April 2nd to April 4th. I am so excited to go over this information because this is going to be a really, really fun spring break trip for our high school students. So I'm going to share my screen to discuss everything that we talked about at the parent meeting this evening. All right. So I want to welcome you all again to the parent meeting to discuss our high school spring break trip. So the theme for our trip is ETS in the city, and we're going to be in the city of Atlanta. And I'm going to talk about departure and arrival times, chaperone information, schedule of events, what to pack, forms, and needs assessment. So our departure for this particular trip, we're going to leave on Sunday, April 2nd. We're meeting at 6:45 a.m. at the ASU West Student Center parking lot, normally the same location where we meet for our trips. And we're going to leave again Sunday at April 2nd, leaving promptly at 7 a.m. And then we will return on Tuesday, April 4th at 3:30 p.m. Parents, please make sure you just don't drop your children off. We're going to provide pickup numbers for you all. We're trying to do a seamless and convenient pickup and drop off, I guess, tactics. So that way your child is safe and they're getting into the correct cars when they leave. We want to make sure that they're going with you, the parent, or someone that you've designated to pick them up and not just get in the car with anybody. So, um, I know it's early at 6:45, but we want to make sure we have that process in place just for the safety of your children. So, meeting at 6:45 a.m. on Sunday, leaving at 7, and arriving back in Albany at 3:30 on April 4th, which is a Tuesday. Oh, also at the bottom, I provided the transportation services. We're going to be riding Astro Travel and Tours, which is a bus company out of Tallahassee. And I just provided their information just in case you all wanted to know. And it's also on the itinerary. But we're going to be traveling with this particular bus company. All right, here's the chaperone information. So, of course, I am going to be one of the chaperones, as well as Miss Coleman, who is the academic success coach. We just hired a new academic success coach. Her name is Jordan Davis. She actually starts on Saturday, April 1st. So, she's going to be in place to be another chaperone. Because this is a co ed trip, we had to make sure that we have male chaperones as well. So Joshua Moore, who is a financial aid counselor at Albany State, will be one of the male chaperones, and Mr. Deontay Young, who is the EMSS social media coordinator at Albany State, he'll be another male chaperone. So again, it's us five that'll be on the trip taking care of your children, making sure they're safe, making sure they're following instructions. So if you have any questions or concerns, of course you can contact me or Miss Coleman or by phone, or you can contact me by email, callie.hamilton@asurams.edu or asuets@asurams.edu. All right, so I'm going to break down the itinerary. So for day one, like I said, we're going to leave at 7 a.m. on Sunday, April 2nd. And this is just to give us time to get to our first destination. Breakfast is going to be provided. So I'll pick up breakfast sandwiches Sunday morning. And when you all arrive at 6:45, I'll be providing the breakfast for them to get the breakfast and then go on the bus. And then once we get ready to leave at 7, we're going to head straight to the World of Coca-Cola at 10. So we have an appointment to tour the World of Coke at 10, and that should take about an hour and a half, hour and a half. And then we will leave for lunch, excuse me, at CC's Pizza at 12. After lunch, I tried to see if we couldn't check into the hotel at 2, but we won't be able to check in until 3. So we may go to Centennial Park or we may just find something to do up until it's time for us to check in, but we will not be able to check in until 3. But I have good news. So, after check-in, we're going to the Atlanta Hawks and Dallas Mavericks game, which some of you all may not have known because we didn't put that information out. We wanted to save it for the parent meeting, but we're going to a big game in the city, the Hawks versus Mavericks. And the game doesn't start until 6, but we were able to talk with a contact at the Atlanta Hawks to give us access, early access to go on the court. We'll be able to stand by the super funnel, I guess, where the players run out. We'll be able to see the pregame warm up, and all of that is going to be done starting at 3:45. So with check-in being at 3, really all the students will be able to do is to get their key to go to their room to drop their bag off, and then they're coming right back downstairs because we have to be at the State Farm Arena at 3:45. So, make sure, which I'll get into the dress code, but make sure whatever you wanna wear to the game, that's what you're gonna wear on the bus because you're not gonna have time to change. But I'll get into dress code in a little bit. So after we watch the game again, the game starts at 6. Probably takes about 2 hours for the game to finish. We don't know if it'll go into overtime, but right after the game ends, we'll go back to the hotel and have dinner in the conference area, and then lights out at 10 p.m. So we are going to be very strict on lights out because we want to make sure that our students are abiding by rules and are not leaving their room. We want to make sure that the students are not leaving their room after lights out. If they do, parents, you will have to come pick them up because they will not be able to travel with us anymore. So please make sure that your child abides by our rules, making sure that they are not leaving their room after lights is out. So, of course, we have chaperones, and chaperones will be on duty from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. to make sure the students are not coming out of their rooms. So the boys will be on one floor. There'll be a space, an empty floor in between, and then the girls will be on another floor. And like I said, we'll be on rotation and duty, making sure that all students are where they are supposed to be. Each room will have 2 students to a room. Each child will have their own bed, and I will give you all the room assignments on Sunday. Um, but there'll be 2 to a room, and um, that's it for that. Okay. And so that's all for day 1. That's pretty self-explanatory, but of course give the I will email the itinerary for you all and give you the room assignments so that you all know. The hotel that we're staying at is the Hyatt Place Centennial Park, Hyatt Place Atlanta Centennial Park. And on the itinerary, it provides the address as well. So you'll have the address of the World of Coke, lunch at CC's Pizza, the hotel, State Farm Arena. Um, all of that information is on the itinerary, which I'll send to you. Excuse me. All right. So for day 2, ETS in the city on Monday, we'll start off with eating breakfast together at the hotel. They're providing continental breakfast, so we're going to come down and eat together, and then we need to depart at 9:30 to go to the aquarium. The good thing about our hotel is that we are literally in the center of everything. So we can walk across the street to the aquarium, we can walk around the corner to the World of Coke. So we can literally walk to all of these destinations other than everything else. But as far as the aquarium and the World of Coke, Centennial Park, it's all right there. So after breakfast, we'll head to the aquarium for our appointment at 10, and then we'll do our tour, and then we're going to eat lunch at the aquarium at 12. Once we finish lunch, we'll head to Atlanta Metropolitan State College for a tour, which starts at 2. And then after that, we'll go to the hotel and prepare for dinner at Marietta Diner. We had a college tour to Albany Technical College today, and a few of the students were saying they wanted to go to the mall, which we don't have a problem with taking our students to the mall. So if we have some time either after the tour or after dinner, we'll go to the mall to let them enjoy, the time there. And then we'll report back to the hotel at 10 p.m. Um, I think that's all for day 2. And then now I'm about to go to day 3. All right, day 3, we have breakfast in the hotel again. That'll be Tuesday, April 4th. Continental breakfast that morning, and then at 8:30, we're going to load up the bus to get ready to leave to go to Columbus State University. That's where we're going to do another tour on Tuesday. So the tour will start at 11 a.m. Then at 12:15, we'll eat lunch at Columbus State. Then they'll get a chance to stop at the bookstore at 1:30, and then after that, we're gonna head back home to Albany, and we should arrive back to the Student Center West Campus at 3:30 p.m. on Tuesday. So, as you all know, the ETS program is a federally funded program, so all of this is gonna be free of charge for the parents. So the hotel, transportation, meals, access to the different activities as far as the aquarium, the World of Coke, going to Columbus State and Atlanta Metropolitan State College, all of that is covered through ASU ETS. Everything extra will have to be covered by the parents. So if you want to give your child money to purchase something at the mall, or they want to get something from the Columbus State bookstore, or they want to get something from the aquarium, you would have to provide funds for that because anything extra we will not cover. But everything as far as like the essentials, food, making sure they have somewhere to stay. We will cover that, but everything else, parents, you will have to cover. And if you have any questions about that, I'll be sure to expound on it. You can give me a call or you can email me if you have any questions. But again, anything extra you will have to cover. All right, so we're going to get into the dress code. So on Sunday, like I said, we're going to be going straight from the World of Coke to the hotel to drop our bags off and then straight to the games because we're not going to have time to change. So we're going to allow the students to have free wear where they can wear whatever they would like, but they cannot wear any leggings, no ripped jeans, or inappropriate graphic t-shirts because again, they may not have time to change prior to the game. So if you want to dress cute for the game, just make sure you dress cute by 6:45 a.m. and keep that the outfit on the entire time. On Monday, you will have to wear the Graduation Matters t-shirt with jeans or khakis. If you don't have that shirt, I can provide that for you on during the trip. But if you do have it, please make sure you pack it. A picture of what that looks like is on the screen. Make sure you're not wearing ripped jeans because we don't want your skin to show. We want to make sure you're appropriate. So if you do decide to wear ripped jeans, make sure you wear leggings up under your ripped jeans. So whatever your school dress code is, that's the same dress code you need to have with us. So no ripped jeans, no leggings, either regular jeans or khakis. And if you do decide to wear ripped jeans, make sure you wear leggings underneath so that we can't see your skin. On Tuesday, you have free wear again because all we're doing is going to Columbus State for that tour and then we're coming back home. Please make sure you don't wear any Crocs, flip-flops, sandals, no heels. Ladies, I know you want to look cute for the game, but we're going to be on the floor. We may even take a few shots, and we want to make sure that you're safe and comfortable. So leave the heels at home. Make sure you bring comfortable shoes. Also, it could be a chance of rain, so if you could bring an umbrella or a raincoat just to be on the safe side. We know that rain isn't is unpredictable sometimes, so just be prepared just in case anything happens. Um, I think that's it for dress code. And that's it for the presentation. I hope that I was able to explain everything thoroughly. We discussed our itinerary, where we'll be staying, which is the Hyatt Place Atlanta Centennial Park. We discussed the dress code, and I'm just excited about what we have going on. So if you signed up for this trip, thank you so much. We can't wait to see you on Sunday at 6:45 a.m. Please make sure you're there on time because we're going to be leaving promptly at 7 a.m., headed to Atlanta. I'm so excited and I hope you are too. Again, if you have any questions, you can contact me at any time. My number is on the screen. If you need it again, it's 229-854-6181. And then I can also be contacted via email, which is callie.hamilton@asurams.edu. Thank you so much. We appreciate it and we'll see you on Sunday.